You know what? I've learned some valuable keys I want to teach you today about success. I've been able to be successful in 2 different industries, the NBA and as a motivational speaker. And the one thing I learned in my short life is simple. How you see yourself is critical. In fact, if you want to take your life to the next level, I can help you. I've been to the next level in a couple of different industries, and I learned the keys, and I can show you the way. All I need you to do is listen. This message is not for your mama, it's not for your daddy, it's not for your husband, it's not for your wife, it's not for your best friend. This message is for you. If you want to get off that couch and take your life to the next level, listen good. How you see yourself is the critical foundation to your success. Because if you see yourself as a $30,000 person, that's not bad. I'm not criticizing, but that's all you're going to ever make. If you see yourself as a $60,000 person, that's good money, but that's all you're going to ever make. If you see yourself as a $100,000 person, that's all you're going to ever make. If you see yourself as a $1 million person, that's all you're going to ever make. If you don't like your number, change it. Because as soon as you change that number, you start thinking differently. As soon as you change that number, you start dressing differently. As soon as you change that number, you start hanging out with different people because that number becomes real and it affects who you are. In fact, how you see yourself will drive your relationships. How you see yourself will drive what kind of house you live in, what kind of car you drive. How you see yourself will dictate what you put on in the morning, how you dress, how you talk, how you think. When I played in the NBA, I acted like an NBA player. But when I got into the motivational speaking business, I had to reinvent myself. And by hanging around top-notch business people, I began to see myself differently. So in the morning, I didn't put on sweatpants or gym shoes. I started putting on a business suit. I started putting on a tie. And not before long, I began to think differently. I began to talk differently. I began to act differently. I began to hang around different people. And the most important thing, I began to make different money. So if you want to be successful in life, it's all about your self-image. How do you see yourself? And if you don't like how you see yourself, change. Every morning, I want you to look like success, look like money. I want you to play positive, uplifting music in the shower, positive, uplifting music in your car. Hang around positive, uplifting people. Write down your positive attributes and read them. And you'll realize, you know what? You've been focusing on your weaknesses instead of focusing on your strengths. I have weaknesses, but I don't focus on them. I focus on my strengths. If I focus on my weakness, guess what? I would have a poor image too. If I focus on my weaknesses, I would be depressed too. I don't spend time focusing on my weaknesses. I focus on my strengths. So write down your strengths. You will realize that you are smart. You realize that you are a good person. You realize you are a good employee. You realize you are a good spouse. You are a good friend. You are a good family member. You realize that you're not perfect, but you realize that you were good. So spend one more second focusing on your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. I can help you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not speaking to 25,000 today. I'm speaking to one. I'm speaking to you. How you see yourself is everything.
If there's ever been one thing that separates the best from the unknown, that one thing is self-belief. If you don't believe you can do it, you'll never try, and you will die never knowing how far you could have gone.